Hey guys, I'm Dwayne Cook on Go Hills TV, powered by JBS. A Hy-Vee Warrior win in the Region 11 title game. Warriors. Three-peat getting it done. We're with Coach Dewey and Chiang Ring joining us here post-game. And Coach, I'll start off with you. Obviously, anytime you win a region championship, there's a lot to be said about that and what the guys were able to accomplish tonight. Not to overlook that by any means.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's a really close group of young men, and I couldn't be more proud of them. Obviously, we still have work to do, but I mean, this is the first step of many right here.
Right.
And they stayed together tonight. I didn't think hardly anything went our way tonight, and they just stayed together, stayed the course, and found a way to win.
Things went your way a little bit, Chiang. I'd say 19 points tonight. How'd it feel out there?
It felt good. It's just the work I've been putting in, just showing. So.
For you in particular, the first two games this year against Southeastern, it wasn't the performance on the court that you probably had hoped for. I think between the two, you combined for 5 points, right?
Yeah.
To be able to come out here tonight and put 19 on the board. What was the message like from Coach Dewey, getting you guys ready this past week and making sure you were able to go out and execute the way you did tonight?
It's just an emphasis on playing hard. We played them twice already. They know us. So, we got to play our game, sit down on defense, and that's what we did.
You guys proved me wrong a little bit in pregame, Coach. We're talking about backcourts kind of being the story tonight, and that's how it had played out the first two times. And now you got this guy, Chiang, here coming for 19, X also with 15. I mean, how were those guys able to, from a front court perspective, dominate the way they did?
I mean, that was one of the more complete games that Chiang's put together all year. And I'm not even talking about the 19 points and 8 rebounds and 4 blocks and 2 threes. Like, that's just a byproduct of how hard he played and how engaged he was. And I told him at halftime, Chiang's a quiet young man. I knew that in the recruiting process. He keeps to himself. He's kind of like an old soul. Anybody ever called you an old soul? He's got that to him a little bit. Yeah, he's got that to him a little bit. Obviously on the court, he's a different animal, but he was down there on the defensive end as guys were running back and clapping and yelling, telling them to let's go. And anytime Chiang Ring's doing that, somebody's in trouble because he had it turned up to a different notch today. And him and Xavier, they both just played really hard and really well and together. And Southeastern, give them all the credit in the world. They do such a good job defensively. They made it hard for us to score. Right. But they, these two guys played really hard. We played together. We rebounded the ball, and defensively we just held them to 52 points. That's hard to do.
Yeah, smothered them. Honestly, 52 points is outstanding. It's the sixth opponent this year that you guys have held under 60. What do you, on a night like this, obviously, when shots aren't falling, it's easy to hang your head, right, as a team, especially, and as individuals, too, when your shot doesn't go and you see so many rattle out, right? How did you and your coaching staff keep guys engaged, especially on the defensive end? Because a lot of times you'll see a drop off there when things aren't going your way offensively.
Yeah. We've been saying one word all year long when you go in the huddle. It's attitude, and they did that.
Yeah, it was on display tonight, that's for sure. We talked about it a little bit on the broadcast, too, of especially this time of year, postseason time, being able to win games in different ways is how you stay alive for longer periods as well. How does that message get across to the team?
I mean, 2 for 16 from 3. Chiang hit only 2 threes tonight. Mason went 0 for. Chaz Watson went 0 for. Those are 2 of the best shooters in the country. Yeah. And I think everybody knows that. And anytime your 2 shooters that you normally count on scoring double figures can't score, other dudes step up. But the defensive end, the effort, the rebounding, the togetherness, what we preach every day, that never changed. And they kept good attitudes. They picked each other up when shots were missed, when things didn't go their way. And I couldn't be more proud of them. I mean, we say attitude for a reason, and I probably said it more in timeouts today than I've ever said it because I even felt like nothing was going our way. Right. And they stayed together, and defensively we just stayed the course. And you can win a lot of games when you guard like that.
No doubt. Chiang, what was it like amongst you guys on the court when things weren't going your way? When Southeastern made their push in the second half too, and there were some calls, some no calls, things that you can point to and say that probably wasn't the way it should have been. But how did you guys stay together as a unit and talk through some of those moments out there?
Coach in practice just makes simulated adversity. So some days he might not call something, and then we just got to stay together, and that just kind of help us. And Taj, he's a great point guard. He helps us. He always tells us, he brings us in and talks to us, tells us to stay level-headed, and that really helps.
And Coach mentioned your 8 rebounds, half of them coming on the offensive glass. That was a big deal in the second half, too, in particular. Was
4 offensive.
I saw that. 4 on the offensive glass. Southeastern brings the physicality of the court, as we saw tonight, as Coach mentioned. How did you guys take that upon yourself to rise to that level of physicality and outdo them in that area?
Just got to be tougher. I don't know what to say.
Box out, go get it, right?
Yeah.
I got you. Hey, it makes life a lot easier, right? It makes getting buckets easier. We get nice, easy putbacks
sure.
at the rim. I should say easy. Nothing's easy. It
Wasn't
seems
easy
like it's
tonight.
these guys, that's for sure. Moving on to the North Central District Championship coming up next Saturday. We don't know the opponent yet. That's remained to be seen. But we do know we get to play here, and that's a big deal.
Yes, it is. Hopefully we'll make some more shots. Normally we shoot it really well in this gym.
Right.
But being at home, having a crowd like we just had tonight, I mean, that was an unbelievable atmosphere. Hope we can do it again next week.
How much pizza money did you blow?
I hadn't looked at the bill yet, but I'm sure it's up
Is that next? Is it again next
I'll
week?
do it again if we can get the student section up in here again.
I like it. Congratulations, Coach.
Thank you.
You bet. 66-50. Yeah, is that right? 66-52. That's right. Final score. 14-point win for the Warriors tonight here at the Hellier Center. They're back at it next Saturday night, 7 o'clock, against the winner from Region 13. For Coach Dewey and Chiang Ring, I'm Dwayne Cook. We thank you for watching with us. And as always, go Warriors!